Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of PPC World News, the number 90. Okay, let's go to the first news. Here is a breaking piece of news. Google has finally decided to kill phrase match. No, not exactly, of course. Is weakened phrase match in favor of broad match modified. So the new phrase match is a mix of what stops in the middle of actually a little more closer to the broad match modifier than the old phrase match. It is, I think, a natural process started 1 year and a half, I think, if I'm not mistaken, with the awakening of the exact match. Now it's just a natural development of the fact that Google is definitely admits that definitely doesn't want really rigid campaign structures. Google prefers flexible groups, flexible keywords to have the machine learning functions of the platform at their maximum. So that's the most important news of the last 2 weeks in the PPC market. But let's see other interesting news of this period. Microsoft is not there standing looking at Google making his business. So they are launching some new functions, some new and easier offline conversion import functions, customized custom columns which are used by most experienced PPC professionals in Google Ads. Now we can have the same function here in Microsoft advertising. Responsive search ads reporting, asset reporting, some new things, less important things, except for some countries, and the filter link extension, which is a sort of a mix of structure snippet and site links. So it's a structure snippet with links, basically. But we will see it afterwards. Facebook is bringing back again some topic control in their platform to have more brand safety, of course, for advertisers. So they are testing it, and probably we will see it in the platform in the next future. Another interesting post by Clicks Marketing. Some suggestions on how, by Kristen Palmer, on how to use Merchant Center. Basically promotions, which are interesting, very interesting instrument used only via the Merchant Center, and supplemental feeds, which is also a new, not really a new, but an interesting function that allows us to integrate the main feed, which could be also difficult to manage in its integrated structure, with some interesting add-ons. So another post, another very interesting post on Wired. In this very long post, the author is explaining why the new advertising, the new third-party policy, the privacy policy in the next evolutions, in the next releases of Chrome, will be, of course, good for Google, enhancing their possibility to track people. We will have another post afterwards working on it, explaining it. They are using a system called federated learning of cohorts, a sort of clustering, automatic clustering of interests of users. But they are in this post they are arguing that only Google will be able to do that because of Chrome. The other platforms will be cut off from this possibility, and that's not, of course, a good news for everyone who loves internet and the plural possibility, the market, the options offered by different competitors playing on the market and on the same level. Here is the article in which is explained more technically how cohorts, federated cohorts will work. So I've enlightened it just to have a more in-depth notion about it. Can't you see I was looking for some gazebo for my garden, isn't it? Okay. Facebook. Facebook predicts in its at maximum level. So is CEO Zuckerberg predicts some difficulties in the platform to target the right users, and therefore to maintain this strong increment of revenues in 2021 for the third-party cookie privacy protection, and for iOS 14, which is going to be launched and having its deep impact on the app, on apps, which every user will be asked how they can what they allow the provider to track of their personal data each time they install an app and they use it. So this is quite a big problem from Facebook, of course, which is working for the almost entire digital population with his app. So if the user doesn't allow Facebook to have this data, they will have some big problems to track what user is doing within Facebook, of course. So that's the main problem Zuckerberg is addressing too. Finally, this is the more in-depth explanation of fertile link extension, this sort of structured snippet with links which we were talking about before. That's I don't know actually which kind of impact could have this sort of extension, but it's something different from differentiating Microsoft Ads from Google Ads, so it's worth to play with it and see what happens. Okay, that's all for this edition. Ciao, and may the ROI be with you. Ciao.